In today's lesson, we're going to be learning the best ways to say goodbye in modern British English, and of course, how to pronounce all of these words. Hi everybody, it's me, Elliott from ETJ English, and yes, today I'm helping you with goodbyes. Now YouTube, I must admit, I am terrible at goodbyes. I find it really hard to say goodbye to people. And you'll know that from one of my recent video lessons where I taught you how to end a conversation. I'd recommend you watch that before you watch this, just because it will show you kind of how to build up to the goodbye which we're learning today. The link will be in the description of this video. Let's get to the reason why I'm making this video. It's actually because of you, my students. I receive a lot of emails, Facebook messages, and of course, I speak to hundreds of students daily who join my pronunciation course and talk to me on WhatsApp. And the one thing a lot of you have in common is that you don't really know how to say goodbye in a more modern way. Now, I've had students who've said so long, cheerio, farewell. Now, although these sound very, very British, I mean, they're British if you're living in like the 1930s, but now not really, okay? These phrases, they don't really happen that much anymore. Now, just so you know, we're not going to get heavily into the intonation today, mainly because that would make this video lesson way too long, and I've saved all of that for my pronunciation course. So when you join that, there's a whole chapter about intonation, as well as all of the sounds and everything else in British English. But today we're just focusing on the vocabulary, and we're also focusing on some of the vowels, the most important vowels and sounds in these words and ways of saying goodbye. So without further ado, let's start with the most common one, and it's probably the oldest one as well, and we still use it today, and that's simply goodbye or bye. Now, the main thing I want you to look at before we start talking about this word is the diphthong at the end. I. Okay, so what's happening here is we're starting with the tongue at the bottom of the mouth. Ah. Then we're lifting the tongue up during the whole sound. So as soon as you start making the R sound, I want you to immediately lift your tongue up just behind your top teeth and smile slightly. I, by, okay? So we go from an open shape to a smiling shape. This I sound is called a diphthong. It's when we combine two vowels together and it makes one sound. Now, this sound will actually make you sound very, very British. It's a very British sounding sound if you get it right. So give it a practice and see if you can say bye, just like me. Now, you might hear some people say bye-bye. That's okay. It's a bit more kind of childish, but it's still fine. Like I might say that to a kid. Bye-bye. But if you're saying it to an adult, the safest option would be goodbye or bye. Formal and informal is very complicated here. We don't have as extreme rules anymore with etiquette and things in the UK as you see in things like Downton Abbey. It's not like that. But before I get into the other ways of saying goodbye, the first thing I want to mention is I like to put things in threes. This is my favorite way of saying goodbye. So I don't know if you've watched my videos before, but you'll see at the end of all of my videos, I say three things. Take care, cheers, bye. Take care is my way of saying look after yourself, stay healthy, have a nice day, that kind of thing. Cheers is like a thank you, and bye is bye, right? So I've combined three things. I've combined basically, wishing someone a good day or to be healthy with a thank you and with a goodbye. Now what that does is it kind of makes my own personal ultimate goodbye. And that's how I say goodbye to most people I know. Take care, cheers, bye. And that's one of the really useful ways of saying goodbye informally. Cheers, bye, combining cheers and bye. So firstly, let's look at the word cheers. So in terms of pronunciation, we have another diphthong. Ear, cheers. So we start with our tongue at the top this time, ear. Then we move to the middle of the mouth, ear, to the schwa sound, ear, 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 cheers, cheers. Now that's what we would call a more RP way of saying cheers. But if you wanted to do it a bit faster and a bit more, let's say, modern and quick, you would say cheers. Cheers. That's only when you're talking really, really fast. People will still understand it, only if you add the z on the end. We need that z sound, or else people will have no idea what you're saying. You could be saying cheese, you could be saying anything. So make sure you add that consonant. Now, this is another problem a lot of my students on my course have, and I have a whole chapter which helps with this. Omitting final consonants. That's a challenge for you over the next week. I'd like you to try and pronounce the consonants at the end of your words, particularly ones which end with z. Cheers. So important to make sure people clearly understand you. So now you can say bye, now you can say cheers. Let's just talk about take care very quickly. Now, I'm not saying take care. I'm not pronouncing the k at the end of take. So one word ends with a k and the next word begins with a k. So because of that, it doesn't really matter. We don't need to pronounce both, so we can just say take care, take care, take care. Don't say take care, because it's too much, it's too stressful. Just say take care. Take care, cheers, bye. Now you've said goodbye how I most often say goodbye and how I say it in my videos. I think it's really great because you're combining three things and it doesn't make it as awkward. It's not like you're just saying, okay, bye. You're saying something in a controlled manner and you're saying three things and it makes you sound confident. But you don't have to say take care. You could say, have a nice day, cheers, bye. Or you could say, have a nice day, bye, goodbye, farewell, if you want to use those old-fashioned words. Some people say, take it easy, take it easy. We're actually connecting speech with all of the words there. Take it easy. Take it easy, take it easy, which also means look after yourself, relax. Some people might say, look after yourself. Now, please note here, we're not saying yourself, we're saying yourself. This is the weak form of yourself, where we would say y. We use the schwa sound, which is where we keep the tongue relaxed in the middle of the mouth, and we open the mouth in just a relaxed kind of breathing way. Y, yourself. Yourself. Look, make sure you pronounce that, after. Finish after with an not an because that's American. If you want to sound British, any word which finishes with after, we finish with a schwa. Look after yourself. Look after yourself. So again, that's another take care. You could say, look after yourself. Cheers, bye. Of course, you can say, have a nice day. Something like that. There are so many things you could say before you say goodbye. I always think it's good to combine goodbye with one of those phrases like that. So make sure you've written those down and you have them kind of saved in your memory somewhere. And the other one, which is informal, is see ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. So you is being pronounced as ya because it's weak. Again, we're not stressing the word you. See ya. Another quick tip for you is, yes, we might say good night to someone when we say goodbye. I might just say, okay, good night. That's a way of saying goodbye, but we won't say good morning when we say goodbye. I know it's strange. We can say good night to someone, but when we say goodbye, we don't say good morning. We'd probably just say, have a nice day. Okay, have a nice day. See ya. For example, that was quite informal. And just to sound a bit more formal, you might say all the best. All the best. Goodbye. That sounded very formal. That's because we used goodbye, which is probably the most formal way of saying goodbye in modern British English. And we combined it with all the best, which is also, it's like something you'd see in a written letter. So hopefully now you'll feel a bit more confident when you say goodbye to people. You know, it's such a simple topic, but when you really think about it, there's a lot to remember and a lot to do to make yourself sound confident or more comfortable or more native. You'll hear natives do all kinds of different things when they say goodbye, and my recommendation for you would be to listen to natives. You're going to learn the most by listening to us. So please listen to the words we say in movies, in TV shows, on podcasts, anywhere when we say goodbye, and add them to your list, hopefully the list which you've started creating today. Pick your favorites, pick your favorite kind of group of things to say, and add it to your rotation. For more detailed pronunciation learning and essentially to learn the whole British accent and to reduce your accent as well as intonation and stress, remember I have a pronunciation course and you can talk to me directly on WhatsApp or WeChat when you join. You can send me voice messages for corrections whenever you want. Hopefully I can meet you soon if you haven't joined yet. Link is in the description below and I look forward to meeting you. And to the rest of you, thanks very much for watching this. You know what's coming. Take care. Cheers guys. Bye.